Hi, Terry here again, in what's turning out to be a weekly Thursday morning chat. Less by intention and more just the way my weekly flow goes. Today I thought I'd talk about a sign that hangs above me. You may see it and have wondered what the full saying was. Like now, all I see is well. Here's the full saying: all is well, all shall be well. It's a saying that comes from Julian of Norwich, based on that, but the mystics from different religions, different traditions, agree that all is the way it should be, and all will be the way things should be. Which I look around, listen to the news, and it makes little sense. But at the same time, it's one of those already not yet. I already, in some part of me, know that it's true, but not yet. It doesn't make sense. I'll read a fuller quote from Julian of Norwich. She had a series of visions. She's a mystic from past times. And in one of the visions, she heard a voice say, I may make all things well. I can make all things well. I will make all things well. And I shall make all things well. And thou shalt see thyself that all manner of things shall be well. Now again, I read that and I wonder, how can that be true? Because indications are that all things are not well. All things will not be well, and certainly not in the near future. How can that be true? And it would be easy to write off and say, she just had a vision, ate something bad the night before, or was just too much into her visions and mysticisms. Except something within me draws me to this. And a friend back in Michigan made this sign for me, because he knew that I struggled with it, I believed it, but didn't believe it. And the lesson in that for me, one of the lessons in it for me is that there are things that I hear that somehow resonate deep in my unconscious or my not yet knowing. All is well. Other mystics would say everything is the way it should be. Are all things taken together? Looking far from a far off place, from an independent observer place, when you're looking not only at the context that I live in here in Laguna Woods, or the context in this country, or even the world, in the whole universe, everything is the way it should be or must be. Something inside of me says, sit with that. Sit with it enough, important enough, to hang on my wall that I see it every day. I'm not sure I notice it every day, but I see it every day, and I wonder about it. Will I get to the point as I meditate, as I continue to mature, as I enter into later stages of faith development and human development, and continue to be transformed as long as I live? Will there come a point where I sit back and say, yeah, I get it. I get it. But not yet. And I'm learning to sit with that and say that's okay. It doesn't have to be right or wrong. It can be both. It can be already not yet. Part of me already knows it's true, and to sit with it and breathe into it. And part of me, perhaps the majority of me, looks at it and says, I don't get it yet. So I wonder what the already not yets are in your life. It's not so much regrets. It's not feeling inferior. It's not feeling immature. It's just sitting with it and say where I am in this flow of life, where I am in my own stage of development, which some mystics, some developmentalists say that I'm maybe halfway or 2/3 of the way through human development. that it's okay where I am. I cannot be anyplace else. And looking forward to someday looking at that and saying, yeah, in spite of what's happening in our world, in spite of all the wrongs that are going on, all those things that I need to stand against or not stand for, yet all is well, all shall be well. I'm just wondering, and I'm sitting with it. I trust you have some already not yets that you are also sitting with. Learn to sit, learn to accept, learn to say, not yet. But that's okay, because you see, all is well where we are in our own life, and all will be well as we continue to grow. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.